Bobby Fitzpatrick is dead. Bobby Fitzpatrick, what's going on in his head?
Alright there, kids. I watched The Human Centipede 2 last night. A wonderful film about a guy named Martin who copies the hideous actions of the Doctor from the first film. I really can't understand all the negative press surrounding this movie myself. Men and women have been attached together, swapping bodily fluids for years around here. They used to call it the conger in the Grafton. Dirty bastards. A woman in Southport, Barbara Pratt, has developed a fragrance for men and women based on the wonderful aromas of the popular seaside resort. Apparently, it gives off the wonderful smells of sand and sea air. She sells it for 25 quid a pop. The 59-year-old came up with this lucrative idea after someone in Burton-on-Trent developed a Marmite and Branston pickle scent. Well, this got me thinking about developing my own perfume. I'm going to mix the smells of pot, sweat and shitty nappies and call it Regeneration, the stench of Kensington. Splash it all over, I say. This week saw the opening episode of fake reality TV series Desperate Scousewives. Now, I don't usually watch this kind of crap, but I felt myself being drawn to the antics of the plazzy Scousers from the Whittle in rollers trying to make themselves into Grade Z celebrities. The major problem I have with this is that it gives out the wrong impression of our great city to the rest of the country. It just wasn't true to life, in my opinion. There wasn't one shot of a girl in pyjamas with a mouthful of phlegm smoking a spliff at 3 o'clock in the afternoon picking her kids up from Ollie Lodge. If you're going to do it properly, I say. I hate David Cameron, mate. He's got one of those faces you just wouldn't tire of hitting. I bet he was beaten at Oxford with sticks and penises on a regular basis. That reminds me, how many MPs does it take to run a coalition government? 2. One to screw the country and one to suck his dick. Controversial. So, George Michael has had to cancel a series of concerts because of a serious bout of pneumonia. Apparently, he's being cared for at a hospital in Vienna where he's stuck in a £100,000 kinetic therapy tilting life-saving bed. Maybe George should get one of these beds fitted to his £80,000 Range Rover to stop him smashing into happy snaps in the middle of the night when he's stoned off his arse. Tit. Don't you just hate people who take the Harry Potter films way too seriously? You know the kind of people I'm talking about here. The ones who can recite all the spells in full and dress up in Hogwarts school gear for bed. It's not even for kinky thrills, for God's sake. These people actually want to be in this made-up world. What did these strange folk do before the stupid blonde woman created the bloody wand-wielding wanker? Probably believed in the X-Files and went into teaching. Expelliarmus, I say. I've been deliberating over it for a while now, but I'm seriously considering entering the X Factor next year. Think about it, people. I can't sing, and I've got the greatest sob story in the world. I'm friggin' dead. I'm bound to bury me way into the heart of the nation with my heartbreaking stories of complete lack of talent. I've got the whole thing worked out, me head. I'd begin by wowing them with my hip-hop rendition of Spirit in the Sky, and I'd even bring a tear to Louis Walsh's eye when I stab him in the forehead with a screwdriver at my audition. I'd do about 5 years in prison after good behaviour, and doing the country a favour, of course. I'd be released to major celebrity status and press attention, and I'd probably end up screwing Jordan, like everyone else has. I'd get my own reality TV show called something like That's Just Really Spooky, That Is, where the camera follows me into the toilet for 7 riveting episodes, and I'd probably win a series of Celebrity Big Brother without even thinking about it. I'll end my illustrious career with a stint on I'm a Celebrity, where Ant, Jack, and 7 million other brain-dead idiots will laugh at me eating koala testicles and washing it all down with wombat piss. I'll then move back to Norris Green and spend the rest of my dismal existence living in a soggy cardboard box under the Broadway Bridge. Sometimes you just have to have a goal in life, because anything is possible. Moving on up to the Spirit in the Sky is where I'm gonna go when I die. I'm dead.